Welcome to Ivy Knows Best. Mr. Eric Ivy here, as always, doing what we fucking do on a daily basis. I'm here with the world's best podcasting crew. I got first the queen of the show herself, Miss Christy Stone. How are you today?
I'm good.
All right. Also, we have Trey G along with for the ride. Trey, welcome back. What's going on?
Hey, good morning. How y'all doing? What's good?
Right on, right on. And also, we got the supervillain Kush himself, the most evil podcasting motherfucker of all time. What's going on, Kush?
Good morning, world.
They didn't go give his dissertation like that. Like whenever they first come on with the news break, they be like, "Here goes my 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 world takeover information I got for y'all niggas. Here goes my plan for mass takeover." Right. All right. So look, check this out, y'all. We was all kicking it. Let's get straight to it. We was all kicking it, having a good time, and we had like a cool question that we was asking each other because we was all going through our own things. We were asking, do we believe that you can still be friends with an ex after y'all break up? Not only that, but can you be friends with the family afterwards? Right. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what happened because it happened to me. Got a divorce. Cool. Me and my brother-in-law or ex-brother-in-law were best friends prior to that. This is just my personal business. I'm putting it out there, right? And we're still friends to this day, even though me and the sister are no longer married, right? I think that's appropriate. Obviously, my cast, they have their own, their own view on that. So let's go ahead and tap in. So, Christy, how do you feel about still being friends with your ex?
I could still be friends with him, but he, like I said before, he has a God complex. He feels like I'm property. He feels like once we've been together, you mine forever. And I'm just like, we could just be friends. And it's not even like a friend that I want to tap in with all the time. Like, happy birthday type of friend. Like, I don't really want to, I'm keeping it very general with him, but he wants a let's blow on the phone every day. And I'm just like, no, So I want to keep it basic, but he has a, you know, you once were mine, you always be mine. Like he always has an in because we've been together. And I'm just like, I don't want to be friends with your family afterwards. That's just not my thing. Because I'm not the girl who wants to get with you and get in with your family and kick it with your sister. No. Well, I'll hang out with your sister when I see her, when I'm with you. I don't want to be friends with your family afterwards. Move on. I don't like a lot of people. I don't need to be a lot of friends. Like, keep my world small and tight.
It's a real like East Coast thing.
Yeah. It's not too much people. No.
Okay. All right. Hey, Kush, how about you? How you feel about that?
I think it just depends on you and the person. Like I got exes that I am cool with. Like I got exes that I don't fuck with at all. I wouldn't piss on fire to put them out, as Slim Shady would say. but but yeah, it really just depends on y'all. Like you talk to me a lot. You know me and one of my baby mamas. We have a really close friendship. We don't have sex. We don't do nothing. Like we cool. And I also think that being friends with the family, I think in your situation with the brother-in-law, that's different, right? Because y'all were friends before. And like with us males, when we have that friend that's, that best friend, that's really like a brother.
Right.
In a sense. So not like a friend, right? So I don't think that their relationship would have got fractured. But I think every other relationship depends on with the family depends on how you stand with their ex. So if you and that ex not on good terms, I don't think that being, friends with the family is not gonna work out either.
I mean, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a scorched earth kind of person. You feel me? Like when I'm done with one of y'all, I'm done with all y'all. Normally, that's like normally the road. Because let's be honest, you gonna be cool or you gonna be loyal to that person who probably did something to hurt me. I don't know if you ever telling the person, "Hey, you was wrong." I don't know what you tell them because I'm not privy to those combos, right? That's normally how I do business. But it's real hard, like you were saying. Like once you've already became really close with that person, and that person ain't got no dealings on what's going on. They're not there. They're not involved. It's hard to kind of like chop that person off. You know what I'm saying? Like it's difficult, but that's just me. Trey, what's going on? How about you?
Like I definitely believes it depends on what the reason was the relationship ended. If you can still be friends with that person, and different dynamics. Like let's say there was a child involved, So you might have no choice but to still have a relationship with that person. And then on top of that, let's just say that you know, because you've known them so much and you've built this big rapport around friends and family, like it's kind of hard to cut that off. But I believe if it was a bad breakup, you really have no reason to stay in contact with close family members because they're gonna talk. You know what I mean? Like your name is gonna pop up in their conversations whenever they have, you know, if they're close like that. You know, and even if they weren't close, it could just boil down to being messy, like just keeping that connection. Because and especially if you try to have a relationship with somebody else, they're gonna be wondering like, why the fuck are you still keeping in contact with their family members? Like it looks bad, but I could see it on the aspect if children are involved. That could be the only scenario where I think it is acceptable, in my opinion.
You know, and I agree because I think. All right, this is what I believe. Let's touch on the kid thing right quick because you said something about kids that I fuck with. If you are in a situation where you are raising a child or have raised a child that isn't yours and y'all decide to break up, your connection to that child is forever. Now, you don't have any legal rights to that child and you don't have to do nothing, but let's be honest. The more you do for that child, the more that child becomes yours. You know what I mean? Like, I have a daughter. My oldest daughter is 14, not mine by blood, but raised her since she was 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that ain't my child. You know what I'm saying? And I would do just as much for her as I would do for the rest of them. You know, but that's how I'm wired. And I think a lot of, and not saying women aren't, but I know for a fact as a man, I'm wired that way because it's always, which goes back to what Chrissy was saying as well. What's always mine is always gonna be mine, including you. That's right, baby, including you, Chrissy. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. No, he's not.
Little crazy things like, okay, I didn't because for me, I decided to leave. I'm like, this is what's best. We can be cordial. He's been in my life for a long time. I don't hate you. I just don't like what you did. I don't need to be a part of it. Let's move forward. Don't block him on social or whatever. So finally, I did have to block him, but I didn't think, oh, let me block your friends too. Oh, you saw Chris? She's out and about. Nigga, text me. So you out eating with a nigga? Yes, I am.
Why would you out eating with another nigga though?
Because I'm not in a relationship.
Let's get to that right quick.
Do whatever I want to do.
No, you can't.
I can live my life as I feel.
Listen, I live by 2 things.
No.
If you fuck her once, if you fuck her once, you can fuck her twice. And second, you will be mine even if you're somebody else's.
No.
Those are both very, very true things.
I'm gonna have to disagree because I done been on the other side of that. Like, just let the shit go.
Let it go.
Like,
leave it alone.
Fuck that.
You ain't never been on the other side of that where you try to cut a female off and she ain't having it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Boy, no.
Crying,
let it go.
Crying in the bathtub, sitting down, taking showers, the whole night.
Crying in the bathtub.
The whole night.
How about you getting a knock on the door at 2 a.m?
Wow.
No. Hey, listen, they start knock. Look, hey, listen, guys and ladies out there, if you find yourself knocking on somebody's door at 2 a.m,
you need an appointment with a doctor to check this.
You need to be knocking on something else. Yeah, you don't be knocking on that door nobody 2 a.m. That's nothing. That was a booty call hours. If you not, right. I'm gonna pull you in, fuck on you, and send you home.
Listen, the only thing that you should be dropping off is some dick at that hour.
You're gonna be really confused after I'm finished.
She said her reason for doing it was to make sure another female wasn't over there.
And if she was, what was she gonna do?
Hey, now that's crazy though. I ain't gonna look. Hold on. What bro was doing ain't crazy though. You know why? Because check this out. We said this on the show before. Once you got that Badu box, that Bodega box, that Amazon box, that's your box. You always gonna want that box, no matter what.
This shit is always mine. I own it.
Sure. No, for sure. It belongs to you.
So we're agreeing on that. Like, once if is it only because you had sex the one time, or is it because you had a child with that person? When is it, or because you was in a long-term relationship?
Oh, he feels like it's because it was a long-term.
Y'all agreeing on that?
Yeah, I'm not agreeing with that. It's mine. Once I'm done, it leaves.
Goodbye. Might sound crazy, but it ain't no lie. We gonna fuck with you.
Hey, yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Hell no. Look, I'm different, baby. I'm different. You fuck me once, but hey, listen, you better not fuck me as good as you can. I'm coming back for seconds. I'm the nigga that saved leftovers from Thanksgiving for 4.5 weeks. You got me fucked up.
Get in the freezer. Make a soup.
Bitch, I'm making turkey sandwiches with this.
This guy.
Turkey hash. All
Hey,
of it.
You better let that pussy go, cause it ain't gonna do nothing but drive you crazy.
No, that part of it. No, that is true. I ain't gonna lie.
Think about it. That's what drives people crazy. Trying to work and get something that you can't get or that you can't have. Like that shit drive you crazy.
Cause I mean, I'll be real with y'all, man. Some of the craziest shit I've experienced, right, has really been situated around like getting the pussy. Like after you get it, like all right. Segue. If you hit a female and you leave her alone, she does not accept rejection that well. Sorry, that's a form of rejection that women do not understand completely. Y'all,
repeat that again.
When you hit a woman, right? I'm gonna expand on
it. Use a different terminology.
Different than hit? Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
But people don't know what that means.
Once you've parked the car in the garage, once you've been physically intimate, once you've taken the train through the tunnel, once
you fucked the guy.
Right, yeah.
But y'all want. I just want to do all my euphemisms. Can I get it out? Yeah. Once you've done that, and it's good. I've heard females say this. That dick is mine now. Well, you fuck me good. Like, have y'all seen that TikTok? Where you going? Go plug up your PlayStation. All that weird shit that she was on. There's women who really like that after they got fucked good really one time. So what ends up happening is this. You start doing that, they start feeling rejection that they're not used to feeling. A lot of females cannot handle rejection. They cannot handle rejection on a high level. As a man, you're born. You learn rejection from the day you was born, bro. As soon as you start crying, stop crying. Nigga, what? I want a hug. I skimp my knee. Get up, wipe it off. You're taught that, right? Your daughter fall, you run, you pick her up, you dust off, you okay, you check out, make sure she's fine. She's used to that coddled feeling, right? As a man, you ain't gonna get that. No matter, the older you get, the worse it gets until you become an old man. Let me fall right now and down some steps. Somebody gonna laugh.
I'm gonna laugh.
Help you up, but I'm gonna laugh.
Right.
Like, now imagine if Christy fell down the steps. We all like, oh shit, Christy fell down the steps. We try to make sure she don't meet the bottom. I seen somebody fall down the steps. I was like, hold on, let me see how this play out.
I think everybody would laugh first. And let's just hope I didn't hurt my hands because this is how I make my money.
He not lying though. Side note, it's a dude at my job. He got killed. Well, used to work for me. He got killed by getting hit by a garbage truck, right? And nobody at work has sympathy. The first question everybody asks was, how the fuck do you get hit by a garbage truck?
Yeah, damn, bro.
I'm not laughing. I'm not going to laugh at that.
I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at that he got hit, but I'm saying that's how everybody was. Like, no bullshit.
Right, because they don't...
Even I was like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, oh, no.
That shit crazy, though. Because there's really no sympathy as a man. There's no Trey. Have you ever received sympathy as a man?
No, and if it was like more of a, okay, I'm gonna give you a little bit of word of advice, but to keep it stepping. There's no room for that. There just isn't room to like sit there and sympathize for yourself. Even in the military, drill sergeants get on your ass if you sit around and mope about shit. You're supposed to just keep it moving. You get that from the military training period. You don't have time for that. There's no time for feeling sad for yourself. So not really. You stop getting that kind of love after your mom. After you get out your crib, and if you got that at all,
I think honestly, and to be honest with you, I think we've been. I believe that a lot of men, especially black men, we are raised. Our mothers raise us a specified way to where that shit stops after age 10, 11. Unless there's a man in the house. There's a man in the house, then mom continues to do that shit. You remove the man from the equation, hard knock life, playboy. 10 years old, you the man of the house. What's up? Watch your brothers and sisters. They newborns and shit. Watch them until I get back from work.
It looked like the mother who went through that had some shit to say.
Go ahead and say something. I dare you to say. You want to see what's behind these eyes? Go ahead and say something.
I was just looking at the facial expression.
Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead, Chris. Set me straight. Go ahead, set me straight, baby. I could be wrong.
I think it depends on the type of mother that you had. I don't think that everyone was raised that way. I think it depends on the type of mother that you had. If you had, and some of our parenting comes from how our parents parent us, how they were parented, and some of them try to do the opposite of how they were raised. I know for my mom, she tried to raise us and show us the love that she didn't receive. So I think it depends on the parent that you receive, because my mother loved us different from my father, the way my father loved us. So I think that's just a parenting experience and the type of parent that you have. My father was just like, I'm going to provide. Your emotions don't matter. Get it from your mother. My mother loved on us. Like, I would lay on the sofa and I'm 25 years old. My mother's buckling my shoes. Like, I have a picture of it. Like, everyone's like, this is my sister took it. It makes me so angry. Posted on Facebook of my mother buckling my shoe. And it depends on the parent. My father's just like, you can't do it yourself. Bend down and buckle it. What's wrong with you? My mother be like, come, Chris, let me do it for you. It's just the same way with all of us. My brothers, like, she loved on all of us hard. The boys, everybody. Yeah. My father treated the boys completely different from the way he treated the girls. The boys come on site and you break the yard. The boys didn't have to wash a dish. They didn't have to do a laundry, nothing. It depends on the parent. Sorry. I can't agree with y'all with that one.
No, it was me. I don't know about everybody else. How the rest?
It just depends on the type of person who's raising them.
I'm just gonna say this though. I truly believe that that's really how it goes for most black boys.
So you weren't tough on your son, like, to a degree?
I'm not hard on him, because I do want to make sure that I don't invalidate his feelings. But I am hard on him when it comes to him pushing himself to work harder and stuff like that, because I was raised to, showing me how to work. But his feelings are always valid and stuff like that. Sometimes I feel like they're too valid, but.
Right. Because guess what? The reason why you think they're too valid is because we wasn't raised like that. Feelings, nigga. What's that? Go ahead, Trey. What you gonna say?
Do you find it hard to give him that mix, trying to do both? Where you're, because would you say you benefited from your father being that strict on you, or not saying strict, but like, where he just focused on providing? Like, he might have been there, but not mentally. Do you feel like that type of aspect of it? Is that what you're saying?
My father wasn't, he was physically, I saw him every single day, but when it came to, like, now my mom's not here, I don't have, like, he wants to have a conversation. I'm just like,
now, so he wants to do it now?
Yeah. So it's like, now he's realizing, like, that thing that, that love and that softness that I got from my mother, now he wants to provide that. And it's just like,
why do you think he wants to, like, do you think he feels you're lacking it, or he just is just doing it because
that we all relied on it? Everyone needs that. Everyone needs someone to, like, he wants to be our safe place. And I feel like a child should feel like their mom is their safe place, or their parent is their safe place. And he knew that he was never that for any of us. So now he's trying to be that safe place for us. And it's just like, I hate to say that it's too late, but
Do you like block him from that?
No, I try and give it to him, because some of it is for him too, because he wants to now tap into that relationship, and he probably feels the loss of not having that relationship as well. So you have to be open-minded, and just because I feel a certain way, I shouldn't block him and not let him have that experience that he's trying to have.
How old is he?
67.
I'm gonna be honest with you. He trying to figure out who finna change his diapers and shit in these 80s.
Well, he found himself a wife. He has himself married.
How old is she?
I don't know. I don't care.
Wait, stop. No, this nigga wild. he said, nah, I ain't got nothing to do with him trying to make sure you ain't missing that in your life. He trying to make sure you can change that diaper. That nigga forgot that we was all on this show supporting Chrissy for like 30 and a half seconds.
I raised a good, strong daughter that can lift me up and wipe my butt. Yes, I did.
Hey, Chrissy, show the people your hands, Chrissy. You see them hands? They can wipe her ass. Look how big them hands is, boy. Better wipe some ass with these hands. Stop playing with that man.
Wow.
So check this out, right? I'm glad we were able to talk about that. That's cool. Let's go ahead and let's switch gears right quick, right? So look, everybody was mad at Lil Durk recently, right? I want to switch gears, and I'm gonna say some shit that it might not be popular, but I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. It's my show, and thank you for tuning in. In reality, it's this. I believe that Lil Durk is correct what he was saying. Lil Durk said that what made him choose his woman was his preference of him not having a woman that has high numbers, right? High body counts. Now I'm gonna tell you what I believe and why I'm saying he's correct. He's correct because that's his preference. That's what he prefers. He prefers a woman who's as pure as possible. We know what year we're in. We know that shit ain't happening. I don't like to ask questions about how many bodies you got. Though I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to be excited. You can lie to me. I don't give a fuck. Just let's not talk about it. That's how I look at it. Because I'm pretty sure if you doing things for me, you had to have done them for somebody else. Where do y'all stand on this little dirt thing?
Fuck with who you want to fuck with. I know, I know some I know niggas who only like females who hoes. Like, do we criticize them for saying that? No. Like who the fuck you wanna like?
I think a lot of it came out because a lot of females is hoes and they was hurt by it.
Nah, I think they were saying like, oh, how can he have the audacity and he got 7 kids? Well, she chose him like that. So, and he chose her for the reasons he chose her. Move the fuck on, bitter women who can't find a man.
I think it's promiscuity between men and men is not new. It's not new. It's championed actually. So
we'd be making the same point if it was like, who's a female that got like a lot of baby daddies? Can you think of like a celebrity right now? Like if you just had to think of one, who's one? What's the one that had like 11 kids right now? Who's the future of the female side? Is it Kiki Wyatt?
But we
got like 8.
They were all husbands.
Right. But let's say she became single and then she went out there on the dating market and was like, got a new dude, and she was like, I only mess with him because he got a low body count. You would look at her strange too. Like Dirk has like 6 kids or some shit like that.
We wouldn't care.
We wouldn't. And I think the people who would look at the nigga, the person, like the situation strange is because nigga, well, not in that situation because she would probably be the breadwinner. But us average motherfuckers, if you got 11 kids, bitch, that's 11 kids plus whatever I bring to the table that I'm finna have to look out for.
Right, and here's the question though.
India is not about to have to spend all her money on dirt kids.
Here's the question as well. Where does people's audacity fall? Right. So a lot of people are like, how dare you say this when you have this? So check this out. Ladies who are dating men with more money than them. How dare you ask for a man with more money than you have when you don't bring that much? How dare you ask for a man to do all, it's the same thing. You got to know exactly. All right, look, that man having 7 kids has zero to do with what he wants. Like that's like me saying, since you a broke bitch, you go with broke niggas. Elevate your life how you want to elevate your life. Maybe
he just shouldn't have said that. Like, for you to say, as you're in a relationship, the reason why I'm with her is because her body count's low. Come on, nigga. Like, that's just dumb. That's just stupid.
That's true.
Like, it just didn't make her look good. Like, this is someone who you love, and like there's more to her than fucking she fucked 2 niggas. Like, come on.
That was just the outline of it. He did say it was other things to it, but that was just like a big part of it.
That's probably why he chose to marry her ultimately.
Right.
Why he chose to be with her.
Right. But to say like, oh, what really attracted me to her is her body. Come on.
That's just bragging. That's what dudes do. They be like, hey, nobody can say they've been with my chick. It's just like a flex. I don't even think,
it's okay. Everybody from the NBA camp finna be in her DM now.
Like, but like when you think about that though, let's really unpack this right quick.
Tristan Thompson.
How can we no, I ain't talking about NBA. He's talking about NBA young boy NBA. Never broke again. Right. Here's the thing. Why are people so upset about him having his standard? That's his standard.
Because they don't fit it.
I honestly don't think anyone's upset about the standard. Everyone's upset the fact that he said it.
Hang on, no, hold on. Trey, say it one more time for Chris, because I don't think Chris heard it. Say it again, Trey.
Most of the time it's because they don't fit it. If some, like, it's like anything else. If Tracy Ellis Ross got on TV tomorrow and said, I don't like motherfuckers is under 5'8", I'd flip everything over in this house. I'd be, you know what I mean? I'd be super mad about it. You know what I mean? So that's that's part of it. I'm not gonna rely that's all that it's about. I think some people look at it like it's a shallow thing to say because people might have been in situations where they were like in their they experienced a lot of sex in their younger years, and they don't want to be judged upon that because they might have been different. So they frown upon that because it's judging a woman's value based upon her sexual past, and that's frowned upon. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? But it goes both ways. It goes both ways. A lot of females wouldn't want to mess with him because it goes vice versa. You know what I mean?
How many times have you heard females with kids say they don't want to date a man with kids?
Said it on the show. Hey, I said it on the show, didn't I? Nigga, what you say? Nigga, you not an option. You got 3 kids. You was never an option. And we won't even talk about me and her being together.
Where you at? Well, yeah.
I don't care about the kids thing. Trey, I don't date nobody under 6'4".
See, there you go.
And that's fine. But
hey, Kush, get the body bag and the lime ready, because I'm not having this shit. The fuck you mean? What's wrong with niggas between 5'8", 5'9"? What's wrong with them niggas? Huh?
I'm 5'9". Come on. Mm-hmm. My kid is 6 foot.
What about we got the extra shoulders and shit? What's wrong with us?
You acting like I can't get on my tippy toes and grab the honey nut Cheerios off the top shelf too.
Y'all like you see these shoulders? These shoulders filling up this square. I ain't even close on the. I'm done with you, Chris. Get on out of here. 6'4" my ass.
So, Christy, if you met somebody who had everything you wanted except the height, it's a no.
I have, and it was a no. I wasn't attracted. Oh, wow. He was good looking. He was.
What happened to the 80-20 rule?
It's just like he was 5'8", and I'm just like, oh my god, barefoot. I'm still taller than you. What am I doing?
Hey, but now watch this. Now let's talk about this, right? Dirk didn't want a female who had a whole lot of bodies.
I promise you, she's not telling the truth.
It don't matter. Hey, hold on, watch this. It don't matter because here's the thing about it. Exactly. We never know. We never know anyway.
Anyone who I spoke to, it didn't matter. It wasn't a case say that's his standard. It's just certain things like that. It shouldn't have been a part of the conversation.
So he can't tell the truth. He was asked why he picked his girl,
and that's the answer. Really?
That could be a part of what. That's his truth. If imagine if she had everything else but that, he probably would have said no. Because mind you, think about it. He's a rapper. Every female he goes city to city to city to city to city, seeing girls who throwing themselves at him on a constant basis, whether he's with his girl or not. We don't know what he's experienced. So he's probably like, I'm jaded by all that. I don't want none of these type of bitches. These Instagram hoes, you know how many Instagram hoes is probably in this man DM? No. 7 kids or not. Women are still fucking nigga with 7, 8, 9 kids. Perfect example. Future. We all blame women blame Future for being toxic, but not the women who kept fucking with him. They kept getting pregnant by him, knowing what type of nigga he was.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it's a double standard and it's not fair. I get it, but ladies, please, I'm sorry. That's that man's choice. If you don't fit that criteria, don't worry about that shit. That nigga's
it's not really a double standard though, because if a lady chose a man for the same reason,
we wouldn't care, really.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be
talked about.
Yeah,
but also I think also because as men we're supposed to know sexually what to do. Like you're supposed to be able to make your woman comfortable. You're supposed to make her feel like a woman. You're supposed to be able to do all these things. As a woman, you learn shit as you go. When you can get away with it, niggas still have sex with you.
Yeah, it's very. Go ahead.
No, you're right. Go ahead. No, go ahead. Interject.
I think I agree with that. Like that is a lot of pressure on men's performance versus how women are in the bed, and there's a lot of stigma behind that too. You know what I mean? Okay, it can create a situation like it is probably frowned upon. Like if a dude is in his 30s with no kids and no relationship, it could go both ways too. You look at a female too, like okay, something must be wrong with that person, in the long run. So they're young, so they can have that kind of conversation, I guess. Like and it's all about a reputation thing. He doesn't want to be able to say, people who have been with her, this many people that, you know what I mean, that looks bad on him. Like I tell you, it's all an ego thing,
And what's a lot though? That's the next question. What's a lot? Like what number is really dependent on the person. It's really dependent on the person what a lot is. Like, cause imagine like today, look, everyone's having sex.
Boy, look at Kush.
You know what I mean? like who are we to say what a lot is? You feel me? Like if she feels like, okay, I've had XYZ amount of bodies, if she's even telling the truth about it, what the fuck can we do about it, nigga? We can't unfuck her.
I say this, bro. I say this all the time. In the age we live in, everybody's a hoe. Nigga, look for other traits.
Yeah.
Look for other traits. Is her mind together now? Has she done passed the whole phase? Look for other traits, bro. Because if we going off the past, everybody is a hoe. Majority. Except for the people who grow up socially awkward.
And I
But
really think
everybody getting pussy and everybody getting dick.
and I really think that's so true. But I think that at the same time, like you were saying, like, do you still carry yourself as a hoe? Do you still act like a hoe? You know what I mean? Are you still doing hoe shit? Or are you doing something completely different? If you're doing something completely different, then we good. We could rock on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's a big part of it. And I think so many people got so tight in the ass about it. How could he say that? Nigga, that's what he chose to want. Nobody gets mad at a female for looking at a nigga being like, I don't like how you look. Next. I don't want to talk to you. Next.
Who got mad? The hoes got mad. And that's what the issue was.
And that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, hoe is a gender neutral word. Men can be hoes, men can be bitches. Women, listen, if you start having a standard saying we're not dating niggas with more than one kid, fine, establish it. Make it an established thing across the board for all of y'all. But because everyone's different, because y'all love to say that one, that's y'all favorite one. Ladies, everybody's different. So since all y'all different, y'all gonna continue to have that different shit going on. Get on one accord.
Reach up in the sky for the ozone layer.
Hey, so
yeah, man.
Ain't no wrong being a little bit of hoe in your life. Now, shifting gears, ladies and gentlemen, we do have a special Trey G's media corner coming at y'all right now. Pardon me, ladies and gentlemen. We got that Trey G's music or media corner.
Man, so today's media corner, we're gonna be talking about Bel Air again. I don't know if you went ahead and subscribed to Peacock. You probably did. You probably watched it on Fire Stick, bootleg, but watch it how you may watch it. We were watching the episode with Aunt Viv and how she's in a situation where she wants to push her her artistry, her paintings, and Uncle Phil's basically not backing her up. It's just probably goes back to some of the things we've been talking about, but she felt like she wasn't getting the right support from him, and that his attention was going elsewhere, most likely with like his campaign and things like that. So she started getting a little bit of attention from who else but Michael Ealy. He's everywhere. It's like it turned to Tyler Perry real fast on Bel Air. I don't know. Even my girl, she pointed out, she's like, yeah, she about to cheat with Mike Ealy. And if that happened, I was going to turn the whole season off. But anyway, so yeah, like, you see the dynamic in that. And, we might have to have a conversation about that, like how easily it is for somebody to walk in and give you that little bit of attention that you've probably been seeking and looking for, and how quick you turn against, somebody who's been there from the start. They might not have known how to give you that proper push that you needed or support, but nonetheless they were there for you, in other ways. But that's neither here nor there. We'll talk about that later. Another upcoming show is Atlanta. It's been on hiatus for a long time because of the pandemic, of course. I actually spent the block and went back and watched season 1, season 2, and it's pretty good. They left it off on a good cliffhanger. I know you see Darius has been doing a lot of shows, a lot of movies since then. Playing that quirky character that he does. Pretty good actor, really good actor, actually. So that's coming out March 24th. As far as music, you got Conway, Benny the Butcher just came out. If you're a Griselda fan, you're getting your full of all their audio content that's been coming out. Also, as far as shows go, you got Snowfall. The young man that plays on there, his name escapes me. I believe he's a British actor. But he's harnessing his inner Denzel on a lot of these scenes. Like, he's really good. Even his supporting actors and actresses in the show are really good. Check out my boy from the Wood. He's on there. The brother, I say, your sister's Purdy. You know what I mean? I can't think of his name right now.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, there's one scene in there particular where I won't give it all away, but their area had got raided. and he was seeing them sick dogs on him with the police, and it really messed him up, and he started wanting to buy guns to retaliate, to like fight these dudes. And my thought process was like, man, you're out here selling drugs to your community, destroying them. But you saw this, and now you see fit that you need to retaliate. And like, what kind of thought process is that? Like, what, you know what I mean? How does that work? It just makes you think about that, you know.
The streets don't never make sense.
Yeah. So I highly recommend watching Snowfall if you haven't. So yeah, those are my those topics today for Trey G's Media Corner. Thank you.
All right on, man. Right on. So yeah, those some good ones. Now look. Now listen. I realized something that was happening a couple seconds ago, and that's that the supervillain himself said he was burning about something that he wanted to share with y'all. Okay. So let's go ahead and get kicked off with the supervillain session.
What's going on, world? So today we gonna talk about, I'm mostly talking to the black men, how we hinder black advancement in our own way. I used to always, like, my grandpa used to always tell me, like, you can't complain about your neighbor's yard when your yard look a mess. And I feel like our yard look a mess right now, and it has been for a long time. And it's us as a culture as a whole, but the one thing I want to focus on is us killing each other for no apparent reason. That shit got to come to a stop. It got to come to a halt. And the reasons be so stupid. Like, in the news stories I done read recently, I done seen arguments over chicken turn into a black dude killing a black dude. Chicken, bro. Chicken, bro. Chicken.
That's some
Like,
niggery shit.
bro. And I feel like, you know, I might get a little backlash for this one. But we can't be all unity when a random cop kill a random black person and we killing each other every day over shit like shoes and chicken. And because this nigga done elevated himself, I want to take that from him. Like, it gotta come to a stop, bro. So that's my session today.
Right on. Yeah, I do agree. I think we should definitely slide a little bit differently when we are sliding, or if we are sliding on each other. I think that the killing of one's people is really contradictory to being united. And I think that a lot of people are off the united front now anyway. I think what hurt them the most is obviously the pandemic changed a whole lot of shit. And then, I mean, now the big bad is World War III of whatever Russia or Ukraine got going on, and somehow that affected our gas prices. I don't know how the fuck all that went, but I know for a fact that they stopped pushing out, ideas of police brutality on the news recently. I haven't seen an instance pop up in quite some time.
Very true.
So,
but right now, nothing else in the world really matters besides gas prices and Russia and Ukraine.
Hey, what's the gas prices over there in New York right now?
I don't know. I take an Uber everywhere, like I said earlier.
Uber everywhere.
It's $4.99 around this joint for what do you call it, for the 89, not that regular shit. You know?
No. What's the unleaded? What's unleaded looking like? Regular unleaded. That's how you know how expensive life is when the cheap shit high.
I ain't even look at it because it don't even pertain to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm too worried about how much I got to put in this charger today, sir.
Oh,
you know?
I got this scat. I need to go ahead and make sure I put the right thing in that motherfucker.
I told them motherfuckers at work I might have to start parasailing to work. Shit.
I live in the area I live in. I got everything. I ain't gotta go nowhere. Got Walmart, every fast food place you could think of, like right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's almost $4 here. It's like $3.98 or something like that. And I don't live like 10. Yeah, I don't live particularly next to everything, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that if I want to complain about buying fast food. Shit, I gotta put
ain't them Gucci frames you got on?
Something like that, but they ain't about nothing else.
Right.
That's them the people who complaining about it. The gas.
You know what I'm saying? Like how dare you spend $200 on some sunglasses but can't put $200 in your tank? Like nigga, I look cool. God damn it, fuck going around. I look cool. At least I like to think I do. Shit.
Yeah.
That's the key word. We all think we something.
I'm amazing. I'm amazing.
I'm fantastic.
Whether you believe it or not, it's
Right.
about me. Hey, what he say? It's all about me and nobody else. Fuck you.
In your world.
Where's this question?
Question. I had no question really. I mean, I was really fucked up last night, so I had no way of asking or remembering what the fuck I was supposed to ask you. I almost forgot what the hell the show was.
Where the fuck at?
Man, the book is in the room.
Well, get the book, nigga. You had us all worked up for the question.
I know.
Oh shit!
Waiting on the question.
Damn.
Like, I'm ready for the question.
Yeah. You know what? How about this? How about fuck y'all? Okay, and I don't got no question today.
Wow.
I'm playing. I'm joking. I would never do it.
Boss.
I apologize. I'm not your boss. I love y'all.
I have a question.
What's up?
I got a question.
Go ahead.
Throw this out here and talk about it.
Don't throw it out there.
In 2022, in majority of relationships that do actually exist, who wears the pants, the man or the women? Who has the leading role in relationships today?
I'm going to allow y'all to start that one off because I can ask her right now.
I asked the question, so when you ask the question, you go last. So I'm going last.
Okay, because we'll pick who goes first. Then go ahead.
Let's start with you, because since you always get to go last.
Shit.
I like it, Chris. I like it. I like what you're doing there, bro.
I don't know, man. In my personal relationship, I mean, I'll speak for my personal relationship versus everything else. In my personal relationship, I feel like it's like 50-50. It depends on what it is as far as who's running what. Really, truth be told, I don't run.
No, whoa.
Now, yeah, Kush, don't let him get away. And tell him to answer the question.
We not doing that. You're not the moderator right now. I'm the moderator right now.
Yeah,
that line is in the sand, bro. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Who runs shit in a relationship? Me. What's up? Me. I run shit here. Me.
Why do you feel like
talking about? Okay, talk about yours, but then I want to hear about society too.
All right, in my personal one, and this is why I was trying to like play it the correct way, because correctly speaking, I know for a fact there's parts that I don't control, but I'm gonna say I control that shit because at the end of the day, in my personal relationship, can't nobody make me do nothing I don't want to do. So I control that shit. So at the end of the day, it's like, all right, whatever. Hey, cool. I can respect what you want me to do, and I'll do what works for both people because I'm choosing to do that. I'm making that choice, right? And society, now on the other hand, is different because a lot of these niggas is weak ass, bitch ass niggas, and they letting their old lady run their relationship, and that's how relationships end up in the motherfucking ground. On to the next one. Because what happens is she's trying to see how far she can run you into the ground, how strong you finna be. Black women love to test how strong you are. Them sisters ain't, hey, sisters want to see how strong you are for real. I ain't knocking them for it neither. They want to see exactly how strong you are, how much you can take. Because if the world can beat you the fuck down, and you come here and cry about me beating you down, nigga, you probably weak out there too. Show me the same strength that you be showing these motherfuckers outside. Show me that you can lead the same way you show these niggas. The way you be talking to these niggas outside, telling them you that nigga and all that shit, bring that shit in here.
Oh, so you want to beat me up, but you couldn't beat that dude up at the club last week.
Man, women watching that shit, man. If you get beat up in front of your old lady, look, I swear to God, if a nigga beat you up in front of your old lady, he should get your woman.
If you beat me up in front of my woman, I'm about to shoot your ass.
Nah, fuck that.
I'm crazy, ho. Yeah, he beat me up, bitch, but I'm crazy, bitch. Yeah.
I'll kill you if I lose, bitch. You better stick by my side. You better not lose, nigga.
Nah, I'm just bullshit.
No, you're not.
Nigga, did you just hear my wreck?
You thought the shit was sweet, bitch? Them are not audioed in sounds. I was really shooting in the studio.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just me. That's just my opinion on it.
Mm.
Who's next, Chris?
Who on next? Who on next?
You got to point them out. Tell them
Come
who's
on,
next.
Christy, let's go.
Why we have to go to me? Why we didn't leave
Because
me?
I want to hear the woman's perspective on this.
Why not?
Okay, so I'll first, just like Eric, I'll speak on my relationship first. I think that I allow the man to lead because the man is the leader in the relationship, as he should be. In my situation as well, the man is the leader. I will suggest something, but at the end of the day, he needs to make the decision that's best for both of us because we're a union, and he makes the decisions, not me. I'm just here to support you. I'm your helpmate. I'm here to just whatever you need, I got you. In society, unfortunately, right now, I think that men are letting women kind of run the show and letting them be obnoxious and
Is the biggest problem.
It's just, it's a lie. All the, if you ain't doing this, nigga, calm down, ladies. Allow him to lead. You will get to where you got to go. It will probably be in a better fashion. He will listen to you. You just have to suggest things the right way. But if you with the disrespect and the nasty mouth, like the best way to a man is to respect them. Men don't want necessarily love, they want respect. So if you're giving him that respect and you're allowing him to lead, because we can be leading in ways that we don't even realize. Woman doesn't realize how powerful she is.
I say that without
her, huh?
I say that all the time. I tell women that all the time.
Yeah.
If you be a woman, like a woman, a lady to your man at home, you will really run the household.
Exactly. I don't have to do a lot.
If you become that queen that he's looking for, he's gonna do whatever it is that you ask. And if he can't it happen right there and there, he gonna work to make it happen.
Yep.
If you are that lady though.
Yes. And a lot of times we don't realize how powerful we are because we busy with our girlfriends. I don't need my friends' input on what I got going on. I'm gonna talk to me and figure me out. I might just vent to you, but I need you to shut the fuck up because I don't need your advice. Thanks. Like, just be a woman. Just be soft and be vulnerable. Allow him to be who he wants to be for you.
Yeah, that's another thing. Hold on, I don't mean to interrupt you, Chrissy, but I want to say something to you people out there who be with that damn give me something to submit to crowd. Shut the hell up. Yeah. All y'all shut the hell up because it's the stupidest thing in the world. Give me something to submit to. What? So I gotta prove to you that I'm man enough. So a real man ain't gonna prove that to you no way. Baby, get to stepping. If you can't figure out what the right man is for you and you ain't coming in, and I said this to y'all all the time individually, why in the world is your obedience based off how masculine I am? Why do I have to continually? What if a man told a woman, be somebody I need to provide for, be somebody I need to protect, otherwise you're on your own?
Everyone's gonna translate that differently. First of all,
like everybody be lesbians in this bitch. Everybody be lesbians, baby. Like straight up. That's why listen, majority of women who are in heterosexual relationships are lesbians anyway, because they man's bitches. They letting their women sit up there and talk all that stupid shit. No, man, listen, let's bring back ho, sit down. Can we bring that back? Let's bring that back.
No.
Sit down. You don't gotta call her a hoe. I'm just saying, like the idea of sit down somewhere. Go on, be quiet.
Allow him to bleed, like ladies. You say that you want a man who's masculine. Allow him to lead. Allow him to show you his leader. The fact that he is a leader, and make sure that you pick a man who's showing you leadership qualities. You can go ahead and get you a man who you could boss around, and if that's your thing, honey, go get him. But if you want a man who is a man, you have to like allow yourself to be a woman. You have to allow yourself to be soft. Yes, I take care of everything in my house, but there are things that I need from you that may not be financial. Just soften up a little bit.
Like a place to stay. Keep talking, bitch. You be out here camping under the stars.
Man, she want to lay on your chest while she watch Lifetime movies.
Yes.
Man, listen, if you want me to lay on your chest.
Some of them Lifetime movies be good, though. I done had to sit through a few in my day.
Hang on.
But what kills me, though, is that they give away the movie in the title. The lady down the street who slept with the husband.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Before we get to that, though, we skip somebody. There's somebody in here
Nah, we
who ain't
not.
spoke their mind yet. Are we bringing it around?
We was getting to him.
Oh, because
Yeah, I was
I don't
letting
want
y'all
Trey to get
wrap
away
up.
from this. Because
No, he's not.
Trey would
Oh,
not let
trust
me
me,
get
he
away with
wasn't.
my middle of the road answer. Trey is not dodging this conversation, this part of it. He had better get his ass in here and say something immediately.
I feel like men should run it, but it's hard finding men that are younger. Like the kids that are like under 25, man, they got a lot of growing up to do. I work around kids now. I call them kids. When they're under 30, they babies. You know what I mean? They babies. They're babies, Chucky. You know, like Rugrats. For real, they act like little kids. And I wouldn't want my daughter linking up with them at that age, you know what I mean? And trying to, follow behind them. But I'm not going to generalize all young kids because I'm pretty sure, like, even at my age, like, it took me joining the military, having some life experiences and going through things before I was ready to lead a household and have, like, when I had a job that, like, if I could be the version I was right now when I first got married, it would have been, we would have conquered the world, I felt. But it took me going through certain things and trials and tribulations to figure out what it is to be a man and how to lead things. You can say, like, you can get all the advice you want to, but until you walk those steps and have to, like, have somebody follow you and, like, be on the same set schedule, same program every day, it takes a lot. Great leaders are born, but they also need experience in order to learn how to lead. That's why it takes you a while in any job. You got to learn how to flip burgers. You might not know how to flip them. It might take you a few hours, a few days to get it right. But after about a month, you'll be flipping them motherfuckers behind your back. You know what I'm saying? So I think it just takes men a while, and there's women as well, to learn how to be led. And then, like you said, if they're keeping 100 with you around the house, it makes your day go better. Like, the few days that my girl stay here and have my house organized, it look like, HGTV around this joint. You know what I mean? Every morning I wake up, she play a song for me. We listen to Frank and Beverly Mays. I was going to work happy as hell. You could hear it in my voice. And I think that's what ultimately makes a good relationship. I think about how it should be, not what is going on. And that's probably why a lot of marriages you're seeing a lot of people not either wanting to get married or their marriages don't last,
Okay, now that's all good, but you didn't answer the motherfucking question.
I did. I said men. At the beginning, I did. I said men.
Oh, you did?
Men
okay.
Shit. Yeah.
So who runs yours is the question.
I do.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now look, I'm glad you said this now, because you was Gregory Hines in this bitch for a minute. I was confused.
No, I said it at the beginning. I clearly made it, but I even said that some men aren't ready to be leaders as well. I think I said all that at the beginning. You know what I mean? I made it like I wasn't, cupcaking for one side. I just wanted to be known that a lot of dudes probably aren't ready until they hit their 30s, man. That's when you really start getting your groove and you're making more money, unless you've already been to school and got all that going for you. But most of the times, if you do go to school, you're still behind in loans. You got some type of debt to you. You're not really ready to in your 30s, and you start having money and know how to manage it properly. You know what I mean?
Matt, I do also believe that I agree with you on that part, but masculine leadership is not all financial. You know what I mean? Like, I think that
it's a big part of it. It's at least 85% of it.
It is, but can we be completely honest, right? I don't expect anybody between the ages of 20 and 26 to be financially stable. It's not an expectation. You're figuring life out. No, it's not. It's not. Here's why it's not. It takes you 4 years to get through college. If you're 18, that means you get out of college by age 22 if you go at 18. And you're starting in the junior position. If you're going to an executive position, you're going to be the most junior person in the office, which means you're making the least amount of money out of people with a degree. Which then means what? You're not making a ton of money. It takes about 2-3 years for you to get a promotion to mid-level. By the time you're mid-level, how old are you then? 27. Now you start making reasonable, equitable money, but you're not sufficient. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I wouldn't put people's leadership supremely on their ability to provide. It's a piece of the game. Yes, I agree. It's a very important part of the game as a man. But I don't expect you at that age to have it together. I really don't. Chrissy, how old is your son?
He's 20.
20. All right. So if I told Chris, if I told your son, hey, in 7 years you need to have your life together.
Not realistic.
Not being realistic at all. He's 20 right now. He's still trying to navigate what the fuck to do with himself.
Unless you belong to the other culture and you get a head start.
Right, but
That's what
unfortunately,
I'm
Yeah.
saying.
okay, we're talking about the world
Yeah.
of movement.
Yeah.
We're not getting a head start.
Yeah.
A lot of what some women are looking for me, I know it's not financial. It is someone who is going to come in and make strong decisions, show me that, like little things. Like my previous situation, he would see things that I would need. Like I spent a lot of time going to the hospital with my mother and stuff like that. And he would literally just be like, hey, remember your mom has to go to the doctor today at this time. And sometimes I didn't remember because it was so many of those things. So he would interject things that he realized that I need. So as a man, it's not necessarily a money thing. It's like just like reminding me I have an appointment to go to today. Reminding me like, hey, you need to get someone to pick up Taylor from school today. It's not a money thing all the time. And that's just showing that he's a leader, showing that he's putting things in order because I didn't remember to put certain things in order.
I only say the money thing because 9 times out of 10, when you're responsible with that, you're most likely responsible with other things. Like not like most. I mean, it does. Like if usually if you're good with your money and you have some type of set budget, you usually have a mindset of keeping certain things together. Okay, well, let's say you don't. Are those people reliable people? Like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying that's a big thing. I'm just saying it's those people that usually have those type of mindsets carry the other good traits with it. I'm not saying it's all.
No, I could make sure money's in order. I'm a total asshole. Not give a fuck about nobody besides me and my money. No,
You're general. Okay, so all right, well, whatever.
That's not general.
I don't want to even down this
Money
hill.
is
It's
a
not even worth
priority.
that
Our
big of
dick.
fighting about it.
I got a little story that might kind of clarify it. Like, so like during my divorce breakup, you know how you have those heart to heart conversations, right? So I used to always question like why we was together. Like, were you happy with the support, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Right. So she was like, you always say that, but I'm gonna tell you the one moment that always stuck out to me. She was like, nigga, when you came home, you didn't have a job, I didn't have a job, and like shit was stacking up. And she was like, you was making shit happen, but like not enough. And she was like, but I wasn't worried about that because I know you. She said I came home one day and she was crying about, neither one of us having a job and what's going on. She said I looked at her and I told her just basically stop crying. I'm finna go get a job and we gonna be good. She said the next week I went and got a job and I've been at the same job, you know, and y'all know what I do for a living and where I'm at now. But she was like, that shit there just showed her what a man was.
Because you went out and went.
Yeah, not necessarily that I, did go out and make the financial situation happen, but the fact that I sat there and told her something to her face and went right out and made it happen.
You said what you meant and meant what you said type
Yeah,
shit. You
so
do
it's
what you
kind
say
of
what you
like
mean.
both. It was kind of like this nigga said he was gonna hold me down and he did, but I'm also providing the financials in that process too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like imagine if a woman's like, you gonna come home to a clean house and to cook meal every day, and when you really realize that that's happening, you kind of appreciate the fact that she said and she stuck to her word. And I think that as a man, the bigger thing with you is that you are a man of your word. And the thing that I was saying about the financial part is, yes, financial stability is a part of it, but this is just me, even watching these rappers who come out and these other people who don't have anyone in their corner. If I gave a 28 or a 26-year-old or a 24-year-old or a 30-year-old or not 30-year-old or 23-year-old $30 million, I said, here you go, big dog. That if he's not financially literate, that motherfucker gonna make all type of fucked up situations.
Only reason why I say that is because, like you said, like Chris said, some people get head starts, right? Like, I look at Jaden and how he's investing his money and doing stuff for communities. He's getting the groundwork from his father. Sometimes, when you have a dad who can teach you that type of stuff beforehand, you already have an idea of like how to save your money, how taxes work, how to do things like that at an early age. You can get a jump start at it, even if it's just simple stuff. Go ahead.
I was having this discussion with somebody. I think the biggest difference is, this is just me. Um, in our community, once we turn 18, and for most of us, once we turn 18, we're an asset now. Like, not an asset, but you got to, like, what are you bringing to the table now?
Time to
Like,
kick in, right?
yeah, white kids, parents, oh, go off and go to college. Your room's gonna be the same until you get back. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have to go out there and get their first apartment at 19, at 20, and with us, it's like, nigga, you 18, you grown, you need to get out the house, type shit.
Yeah, we do
Um,
have a faster track than the average person. And I think it's sad.
yeah,
It's sad as shit though. But like now, what you're both saying is 100% correct. I'm not disagreeing with the part of like we are saying. If the big thing you said was if, right? If you have these things, how many people don't? You know what I mean? How many people are 18, fresh out of high school, and don't got a financially literate person in their life, who don't have a mother or father whose name rings bells, or a family member who can loan them money? That's a lot of people's situation. So a lot of people have to figure it out from somewhere. And if they're in an impoverished area, hypothetically speaking, if they're in Brooklyn, if they're in the Bronx, and I'm not talking about the gentrified areas, I'm talking about the areas where you can't take the elevator past floor number 5 and you got to walk the steps between 5 and 15. Those people who live in those projects, there's no financially literate person in their house if they're all in the projects. So we're telling that person who's 18 to 24 to figure it out, right? Is going to be difficult because their circumstances aren't like those who do have, like you were saying, the person in their house would be like, "Yo, here's what you need to do with your money." Because Jaden Smith has will, has his mother, has a plethora of people behind those people.
Has mad resources.
Yeah, there's resources online, and I'm sure like a lot of kids can get into it if they really wanted to. Like if we put it out there, I see you rolling your eyes, but it's real shit. You know what I mean? Like for
It's
real,
real
like
shit, but who's teaching them that if the parents don't know it?
that's why I'm not saying that I argue about it. I'm saying it should be put out there. I don't know why you're trying to make it an argument, but I'm just
It's
saying
not
it
an
should.
argument, it's a conversation. An argument is me
Yeah,
saying fuck you. That's an argument.
yeah, but it's like it's a lot of like, oh god, like yeah, I'm
Because
just
I
saying
have
it
an
did
opinion and I can have one.
right. I feel that, but it was
I,
just I'm just anyway. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Guys, relax. Look. Today's youth
Mm.
are on the following apps all the time, and I'm on them as well. And I'm 33, but obviously I have a whole nother life. Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok are the top used apps for young people. And I agree. If they want to, they will. But it seems like a lot of them don't want to. A lot of them want to dance and have a good time to the music, which is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with them enjoying themselves. But that I think that's what separates the rich from the poor, right? I'm entertained by what I gain from entertainment. They're entertained by the entertainment. You see the difference? Like what I get out of this is what I like. What I like is just what I like. There's two separate things, right?
I
I'm gaining something from it.
I think like we just gotta learn, like when you keep somewhere for your kids to stay at least, bro. Like, like let them go to college and I'll let them do all of that. Cause at that, you still kids at that point. Like from 18 to 22, 23, like you're still a kid. Like you gotta allow them that buffer to learn about credit instead of having to go and figure out about credit by putting an apartment in your name while he working at Walmart because you said you grown now.
Right.
Like
Right.
just allow that. We got to start learning how to create that buffer in between high school and letting them get where they got to go.
And
I
you
get
know
a
what?
lot of flack. Sorry, all right. I get a
No,
lot
no,
of
good.
flack from my family by like, oh, push him hard enough, and you're not. I'm like, and we listen. My parent, I'm West Indian. We lived in my parents' house as long as they allow us to. And to this day, as old as we are, my father's still like, I wish I had a place that all of y'all still had a room. Because everyone needs. I agree with you totally. Like everyone needs that safe place that they can always come back to and allow themselves to regroup and try again. And we don't
Now,
have enough of that right now.
Now, yeah, go get you a job because you into fashion. You're gonna have to buy your own clothes. You gonna
Right.
have to. You want a car? You got to drive. Go buy you a car. I match helping you get a car. Shit like that. We just
Yeah.
gotta learn to do more shit like that.
Yeah.
Right. Now
And it's
also, hey, I want to spin
and
a
it's
block
like,
on. I want to spin a
oh,
block on something because I don't mean to interrupt you because you kind of got away from something because you didn't answer the fucking question. Because
I know y'all took it.
no, fuck that. I'm back with a vengeance. Hey Trey, hand me the clip, nigga. Banana clip style out the window. Shooter and the driver. Come on, we back on the block, spraying shit up. Let's get it. Who run
I
that shit?
believe that these women are the new men in 2022. These men are a bunch of bitches in 2022.
Yikes.
Now, it goes kind of both ways with me because I think pop culture has a lot to do with a lot of shit when it comes to our community. We follow the leader type ass people. We have groups of individuals, right? We have people who believe in it, believe you we should be this way, that way. But for the majority, we follow these bitch ass trends. And I think that a lot of the trends that came out in the past 10 years um turn niggas into bitches. Slowly but surely. Like not like the way you dress, wearing dresses, the nail polish, and it ain't nothing against nobody who does that. That's, whatever your preference. But I'm just saying. So I think a lot of shit turned niggas into bitches slowly but surely. And then you start listening to the music, niggas like Tupac was telling you to take care of your women. These niggas today don't, right? So, and I think a lot of niggas pick up on that, and I think that that's what they come with. But on the flip side of that too, you have the Meg the Stallions, all these other people, like, and they created the women that we have today. So our roles essentially flip. So now we at a situation where women feel like, oh, I can go out and get my own money. I'm the breadwinner, this, and that. And this nigga saying, well, I don't have to take care of a bitch. You see what I'm saying? So when it is a relationship, I think that the female does go into the relationship in 2022 with the male mindset, while the male sit back and follows the female's leads in a lot of these situations.
That's great. Now, I need you to answer the question, nigga.
That is the question.
No. When you in a
Women,
relationship,
women.
no.
When I'm in one,
When you're in
oh,
one.
I led mine
Okay, cool.
all the way till it crashed into the ground.
Nigga said I drove that bit in the oncoming traffic.
Straight into the wall.
I was like I don't really count like the high school relationships. Like that's just me personally. Like I feel like that's more lust than we hanging out and fucked on each other. Like what did we do relationship wise? You know what I'm saying? And like in high school relationships. So in real life relationships, I feel like I really only had one. So and I led that motherfucker.
You know, it's funny. I think, and it's crazy. I had to learn. I had to relearn how to lead. I feel like after you've been married the first time, and I don't like to use the word starter wife. That's not really fair, or starter husband. But like that's where you make all your mistakes in your first marriage. I ain't gonna flex. Like you really make the most mistakes in your first marriage, and then you get in your second marriage, and you like, hold on. Normally, I figured this shit out right quick. Okay, this is how this is supposed to go. Because first marriage, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. Ain't nobody I'm gonna argue about all this stupid shit. You go on with that 3-4 years, and you're like, nigga, I do not want to do that no more. You take a break from that for 3 more years, nigga. Then you back in no marriage, bro. You in there. The starter wife and the starter husband is how you fix shit. Swear to God. And some people, shout out to those people who get married and stay married the first time. But
Well, let's hope that not many people have to do the starter wife and starter husband after hearing this conversation.
hey,
This world different, bro.
listen, everybody, people nowadays they get married. It's like a novelty item. Dog. They go, hey, I did. There it is. Got married. Up, divorced. Up, the second one, all within a year.
Man, people get married today for sure.
It all sounds so expensive.
People get married for show, bro.
What do you mean?
If you love me the way you say you love me and you want to marry me, why we gotta save up $30,000 for a wedding? Like, why we can't take that 30,000, take 10, and go on a honeymoon, and 20 to put down on the house for a good start?
Let's go down to the courthouse for $135,
You
baby.
know what I'm saying? That shit
I
be
want
for
a
sure.
courthouse wedding.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be like Bumbleclot. Open up the Bible.
And I hate to say this too, but I've seen a lot of women marry men just so them other bitches that they was competing with, they'll have something over them.
Oh, definitely.
Marriage is fake, bro. Marriage is
Did y'all have big weddings? The people that were married in this group? No.
We didn't. We had like 10 people with us.
We had a courthouse. I'll never forget. It was rain. It was in Baltimore. It was raining. It was cold. It was in October. We went to the courthouse. I never forgot it. She was wearing rain boots.
Was it Halloween?
It should have been. That motherfucker got scared real quick.
Hey, Eric, did you say I do?
I do.
I do.
Dummy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you, stupid.
Yeah,
but she so like it was a small wedding, but it was just me, her dad, her brother, and her cousin, and the lady in the front.
So let me ask y'all, what was the reason why y'all had small wedding? Was it because of financial, or was it because you low key wanted to have a small wedding?
No, I think what I was like, we had been together since, like, I was with her like from 19 to like 2 years ago. So we had and we didn't get married 7 years in.
So what was the total that you knew her before you got married?
Like years wise, I knew her since I was 16.
And how old were y'all when y'all got married?
27. Well, I was 27. Well, I was 26. I was 26.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Eric? How long did it take for you?
I mean, to get married?
Yeah, like how long did you know her for before you got married?
I knew her for less than 2 years, but like decided to get married to her probably within like 8 months or so. I was like, yeah, I'm married.
You was in the military?
Yeah, I was. You know what's funny? I was just out of tech school, so I was like,
was she in too, or she was a civilian?
Nah, she was a civilian. I was 20. She was 24. Mm-hmm. So like, I feel like, you know what though? And I'll be real with you. If I could do it all over again, I would just erase the marriage part.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like, let's think about this, right? If we ain't husband and wife.
Christy, you listening, Christy? I'm sure you're going to disagree with whatever the fuck you about to say.
Hey, it is. I would erase the husband and wife part. I'm going to tell you why. Because I would have gotten rid of so much different litigation and paperwork and red tape that came along with the divorce, right? There would be no court. There would be no, oh, you got a house, her name's on it, you need to do this, you need to do, it would be none of that. It would just be, all right, cool, you go your way, I go mine, right? We could have been life partners and she would have got what she needed, I would have got what I needed, and we both could have went our separate ways. And that would have been a lot smarter, because then at the same time, me loving you is not validated by me marrying you. Me loving you is me loving you. It's me choosing to do those things for you every day. Because I can get married to you and not choose to do none of that shit at all. You would just be in a marriage, in a relationship that you can't get out of without the court saying you can get out of it. You see what I'm saying? I can like get married to Christy today and treat Christy like shit all year long. And if Christy say I'm done with this, right? We're done. But if me and Christy get married and I do that to Christy, how long is it gonna take for Christy to dissolve the marriage?
No time.
That's gonna take you a long time.
It's usually like over 2 years, correct?
It's gonna take you a minute, especially if we got property together, especially if we got children together. Chrissy, believe me, baby girl, you gonna be hating me for the rest of your fucking days, because when we go to court, I'm gonna lie on you. I'm gonna make shit up. I'm gonna take pictures of your social media. I'm gonna follow you. I'm gonna beat up your boyfriends. I'm gonna do all. Now, I didn't do all these things with my ex-wife, but I'm telling you right now what I would do with you, because here's why. I need you to understand that this is not what you signed up for. You look, the nigga that you married.
What are you talking about?
You married your boy. You married your boyfriend. When you get a husband, Kanye West Jr. come out. I'm following you everywhere. Every time you go out with your homegirls, I gotta be what? I got a
This
beacon on your
guy
car.
here.
We sharing
Boy, you
locations.
losing your mind.
Man, I swear, don't marry me. Don't break my heart. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna have 2 phones. I'm gonna have one of them in your trunk that has your location on it that's shared to my phone. And guess what's gonna happen? Everywhere you fucking go, I'll be there.
You gonna look in your glove box. Gonna be a STEM player in there.
Down the plane in the back and shit.
Yeah, let's have
That
a
boy
toast for
say-
assholes.
That boy say I chase you around every bar you would see.
Straight up. Like,
never know what kind of car I be in.
hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but when you think about that shit though, think about it. When you get married to somebody, that level of love is so different. It's different, bro. It hurts you so. I've been divorced. Trey, you've been divorced. Cuz, same thing. It hurts so much more when you lose a wife than when you lose a girlfriend. You lose a girlfriend, all right, I'm done. You lose a wife, that should sting for a minute, because she's gonna have your wife title for a long period of time. And every nigga that she get with after that, she's gonna tell them about you. She gonna lie on your stupid ass. He used to do this, and that new nigga gonna be looking at you like, nigga, look, ain't this nigga you said was doing all this? Now you gotta knock that nigga out every time you see him. You gotta beat that. You gotta beat that. You gotta beat that rap.
They not stupid on my end.
Break up if you want to. That's why I say, look.
Hi, Mr. Cushenberry. How are you today, sir?
See, I'm gonna tell you why I don't get into them situations. I'm a sweetheart. I be telling people all the time, look, if you want me to act crazy, it don't take that much. Just push the right buttons. But be honest with you, I will wait. I'm very patient with how I choose to act out. Because then when I act out, okay, I thought about it already. I think, huh? I'm just letting you know, baby. Look, listen, we break up.
Because Kanye tripping. You know how Kanye get.
Hey, if we break up, all I'm trying to say is this: look, if we break up, yes, I'm okay with the breakup. I have no problem with that. I can respect that. But what I'm explaining to you is, if we break up as girlfriend and boyfriend, that's one thing. If we break up as husband and wife, that's a whole nother fucking situation.
Oh, okay.
You ain't breaking up with me the same way. I'm your husband until the day I'm not your husband.
You said that with your chest.
All right, you know when you clench your teeth when you mean that? Are you gonna be my husband? Bitch, I'm what? The fuck? You gonna cook that fucking food and take care of these kids. I don't care if you love me or not. You know what I mean? Like, that's how some niggas get down. And I'm some niggas.
Bye.
I'm in that category.
All right, so look, this has been fun, guys. It really has. Okay.
That's how I'm
a lot.
This has been really fun. Now, here's what's gonna happen, guys. We love y'all. All right, stay tuned for the post show, obviously. We're gonna be doing a little more post show for y'all. Y'all gotta see some of the things we get into, some of the conversations that we have, and we only put those up for certain subscribers. So if you are a subscriber to the channel, you will get an opportunity to see all of our post show antics. All right. But other than that, for the show, this is Ivy Knows Best. Thank y'all for joining us. For Chrissy, for Trey G and Kush, thank y'all for joining us. Y'all have a nice one.